for a while, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
We came back from the store, right? Yeah. It's been like a month at least since we made a video, and
It's been a while, life gets in the way sometimes. So
it really did, yeah.
So
for both of us,
for both of us,
yeah.
really.
So but yeah, no, it's good to be back though. I mean, this is something I know you've been really looking forward to.
Yeah, and it's a solid game to come back to. I guess I should remind people who we are. We are the Game Reactionists.
That's right.
I am Rorschach.
And I'm Spectre.
Almost forgot who we were.
Right, yeah, it's been a while, right? Yeah,
So as you can see, we are celebrating Spider-Man 2 Day. Spider-Man 2 came out today. Not the only game that came out today. The new Super Mario Brothers Wonder came out on Nintendo Switch as well. So
which I heard got extremely good reviews.
Really good reviews, selling really well so far. So it's a really packed weekend for gamers. So really good year. Been a stacked year all around.
Yeah, we're probably going to do some sort of comprehensive video at the end of the year, just going over everything, or as much as we possibly can, because, I mean, of course, it's impossible for us to play through every single game that came out.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we'll have a year-end retrospective. We're, of course, going to do the Game Awards and stuff like that. So,
yep.
We'll talk about this year. This has been a very, 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 very unusual year for like, big titles that came out. I feel like we haven't had a year like this since, like, 2007 or something. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
it really has.
It really has been. So I have with me here Spider-Man 2 faceplates, Spider-Man 2 Special Edition controller, Spider-Man 2 Collector's Edition. I got a standard edition of the disc copy of the game. I did bring along my Spider-Man 1 Collector's Edition. I just wanted to bring the statue out for comparison's sake. I mean,
we'll put him side by side and kind of see.
I mean, this is the box for the Collector's Edition compared to the box of the Spider-Man 2 Collector's Edition, so I'm imagining there's going to be a big difference here.
Yeah.
So
it looks like it's at least double its size, so we'll see.
And we'll do close-up shots like we have in the past. I did kind of cheat on this one. I did bring my PlayStation 5 because I figured I'm not going to just show the plates.
You want to see it on the system, right?
Yeah. Right, exactly. So, but here is the box. So that's what the box looks like, and I'll show the console momentarily. So we'll go ahead and get that out of the way. We're just going to dive right into it.
Start with the controller?
We'll start with the controller. Nice and easy. I have taken the liberty of removing necessary tape and all that. Efficiency
Makes it a really seamless process, right?
Right, exactly. Proper planning prevents piss-poor performance.
There you go.
As my granddad used to say. So here we go. Here's the controller. And again, we'll do close-up shots. But, there we go. Good looking controller.
It actually looks really nice. I love black and red as like a color scheme.
Yeah.
So I think that actually looks really, really nice there. I like the logo there in the center like that. I wish maybe they would have done some sort of texture with this, but I mean, I guess you want to make it nice and matte like that.
I am glad that the red is almost like a blood red. They had the PS4 Spider-Man 2018. It was this like glossy bright red. I wasn't a fan of it. So I'm glad that they did the matte finish. They did like a darker tone of red. Obviously the symbolism of Venom. The tentacles taking over Spider-Man.
I'm surprised
not the tentacles, but the symbiote. So.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't do like more with like the buttons or like the joy, like they make maybe like different colors for that. But I mean,
yeah,
maybe I guess it's black. It's I mean they want to it kind of fits in,
Sometimes less is more. I'm happy with it. It looks fine.
It looks nice.
I don't know if there's anything else that could have been done with it to make it look better. I'll go ahead and grab the console right away. So this is what the console looks like with the plates on it. Very similar to the controller. So we got the primary red and black here on the console. And then on the back side, a representation of the Venom suit itself. So, pretty neat looking.
Do you usually have your standing vertical or laying down?
I always have my stuff standing vertical. It's just not... With my setup, it doesn't work horizontal.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I have it standing vertical.
Not
looks
doing
pretty
the horizontal.
Nice. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no, I mean, it does look really nice. I know these were really hard fought for you to get, right? Like, you had a journey just to get these plates.
Yeah. I mean, pre-ordering it was definitely a pain in the neck. And it came out, what month are we in? We're in October. So it came out a month ago in September. And I pre-ordered mine through Target. And day of release, or the days leading up to release even, no shipping information, no update on it. So it's just kind of like, what's going on with this thing? And then day of release, I get an update back ordered. I'm like, ah, I'm not getting this thing. It's gonna get canceled. I left it alone. I waited, and then the following week, like on a Wednesday or a Thursday, I got a shipment update that it was coming to me, and then I received it a week late. So I ended up getting it.
That's like the ordeal I went through with Armored Core, where it
Yeah.
just was like, oh my, you just click and refresh on that page, and like, oh my god, please just come, like just,
Yeah.
like, you're helpless,
I don't
you know?
care. I don't care when you get here. Just please get here.
Yeah, you feel helpless. It's like, what do I do? I want this, right? You know? But
Yeah.
it does look really nice, though. Even as a non-Spider-Man Marvel fan, I think it does actually look really nice. I just love the color scheme on it. The
Yeah.
Spider-Man logo on there looks really nice. So
Yeah, I mean, it's again really good representation of the red. I'm remembering the PS4 2018 Spider-Man console, and I just was
and that
not
was just
fan.
that was just a regular console that was red, and then it had the spider logo.
It
on
was
it,
a glossy red with the Spider-Man logo on it. I was just like not a big fan of the way the console looked.
This is a little bit more, creative, I guess. It looks nice.
Yeah, exactly. So here's the big boy. Go ahead and open it from this end. And actually, what I'm going to do.
Now, this was only direct from Sony, right?
Correct. The only way to get the Spider-Man 2 Collector's Edition was through Sony themselves. I'll never understand Sony. God of War, you could get anywhere. You were able to get the Jotnar editions or the Collector's editions anywhere, including Sony Direct. Spider-Man, you can't. I don't know.
They must have their reasons, I guess, right?
Yep. So
That's a nice box. They're good size there.
nice, good size.
Already, before we even open it, we're kind of seeing the disparity between the original and the,
Yeah.
it's just kind of dwarfing this one here. So.
Yep. So, good, cool Spider-Man logo on it. Thank you.
I'm actually kind of curious to see this myself here, because this is.
I'll just put this to the side.
I do like the red packaging here. That was actually a nice little touch there, nice little detail.
So here's our steel book. Right there. And I think it's a really cool looking steel book. Nice action shot there. Very Marvel-esque. And then inside we have our code. I've already redeemed my code, so if you want to go ahead and try it, be my guest.
Good luck. And just nice and subdued logo in the inside the box there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know. I don't know what else you could do inside. I mean, the outside is just perfect already, in my opinion. I don't know how else you could make it better. So it looks like we got instructions here on how to get everyone placed onto our statue.
Well, hopefully this isn't as bad as the Armored Core one, where we had this. We took like 10-15 minutes to figure out, like, okay, this is where the guns go. This is how you dock the thing in.
Oh man!
Wow, already that's pretty impressive already there.
Oh, he looks fucking cool, dude. Oh yeah.
It doesn't really look like you have to assemble. I don't know if you like pre-assembled anything here, man.
I did not.
It doesn't really look like you have to really do a whole lot to it.
That is pretty gnarly looking.
So he's that's him grabbing
Miles Morales.
Miles around Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, this is Spider-Man 2 featuring Miles Morales.
Guest starring Peter Parker right here.
Well, Peter Parker is Spider-Man. And then Miles Morales is Miles Morales.
What's that?
This is the webbing.
Oh, so that's how he attaches to him. Okay.
Okay, so it looks like this is all you got. You got the digital deluxe copy of the game and the statue. So no art
Oh, and
book.
don't forget, we got moisture packets in here too.
Hey man, those are useful.
These are delicious.
I don't recommend eating those, my fellow viewers. All right, so that's that.
They must attach on the other side, I'm assuming there.
Yep, right there. Go ahead and move this guy.
I never realized Venom was so tall.
Well, he's always been a more bulking character. Man, that looks awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is night and day compared to this. I mean,
Yeah,
let's put them side by side
Yep.
here. So
We'll even hold him up. Hopefully, this is in the shot entirely.
So this doesn't even go up to his knee. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I get what they're kind of doing here. Like, this must represent like other.
So this
Spider-Man
represents
villains
the
here, right?
Sinister Six from the 2018 game. So you got Scorpion, you got Doc Ock, Rhino. Who else is in there?
Oh yeah, the Rhino thing there. This other stuff probably in there. I see some wings on the bottom here. So
Vulture, that's right, Vulture, Shocker. So the main villains of the first game, and Spider-Man conquering them. But this is a really, really awesome looking statue, man.
You gotta put that like next to the console, I think.
Yeah,
if you can, like
probably about as tall as the console too. Technically taller, if you count Spider-Man's extremities.
Yeah, it's actually.
So I am gonna display these. I gotta find out where and how.
I would put it next to the console if you can.
Possibly. I do have a toddler at home. I don't want her grabbing at it.
That is true. Yeah, so you gotta watch out for that.
So yeah, we'll do. This is so that's the unboxing. I'm a little disappointed. I thought the collector's edition would come with an art book. I guess it doesn't. It retailed for $230.
There really should be an art book in there. I'm assuming there's a lot of digital goodies in there though too.
You did get a lot. You got 10 unique suits for Peter and Miles. Additional photo modes. You got extra skill points, and you got the pre-order bonus as well. So I mean, you got stuff for actual in-game use. I would have liked an art book. I feel like that would have really...
I mean, especially at that price point, it could have been a little, they could have put like some kind of art book in there, even if it wasn't a hardcover, something would have been nice. But I mean, that does seem like a lot, but you are getting a really nice statue out of it. I mean, if you value, I'd value the statue at least, at least 100 plus, especially if you're a Spider-Man fan, it's going to be even more than that.
Yeah, I mean, this is...
I'm not sure what it's made out of, but probably just like a PVC or something like that. But
it's not very heavy. I mean, you can feel it.
So it's probably not like a polystone or anything like that, but I mean... It's just, I think it's more so about what it looks like. I mean, it's a really nice showpiece to have, especially next to the console, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, just the detail of the tongue sticking out like that, and kind of this action shot here. And even at the base here, all the kind of the gunk down here and everything, that looks pretty cool too. So I think this actually looks really, really nice. Like I said, as a non-Spider-Man fan, I don't care at all about Spider-Man. And, I'm not as... I played the first game... just to, as a turn your brain off type of game,
Yeah.
It's fun for that, just to kind of swing around the city and stuff like that. If it makes its way over to PC eventually, maybe I'll get it like if it's on a sale.
Yeah.
Just as, like I said, a mindless kind of game for me. But yeah,
and that's really what it is. Even for me, like I liked the games. Socio-political stuff aside, every game's got to have that nowadays. I'm not a fan of that crap personally.
Yeah, it kind of beats you with a message, I guess. The first game it was kind of subtle. I guess you could say.
You blink and you can miss it.
It was, yeah. In this game, it seems like it's a little bit more like in your face,
That I don't know. I will say, I did the prologue mission last night. So the game starts. Spoiler alert. The game starts off in the classroom. Peter Parker and Miles Morales are both in the classroom, and there's a sign language interpreter in the classroom for the one deaf kid. So probably a lot of representation, something like that. I don't really care about, people being deaf. That's pretty common, and sign language interpreters for them obviously would be necessary in a school setting.
I think it's more of it's more of the pandering in this case, where it's like, okay, this is clearly put in here. This is put in here to win, brownie points.
Oh, of course.
And it'd be like, hey, look what I put in my game.
That's all it is. That's all it is. Yeah, because I guarantee we're not going to get any background on that student that was in that classroom. They don't even show her having a name.
They have no function in the game, I'm sure, other than...
Or you know what? I shouldn't say that. Maybe that character does come back later on in the game, and she's like the missing piece to stopping Venom. So I don't know. I haven't finished.
I'm sure it's just a throwaway character for the sake of political points. Blizzard loves to do this.
Yeah.
They do this with tons and tons of characters. They love to throw in characters to represent X, Y, and Z. And it's just they're strictly there for that reason alone. So that's kind of nauseating. But that aside, if you can stomach that and kind of look past that, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be a fun game.
The game played great. I thought the 2018 Spider-Man played fine. This game plays just as fine. Looks really good still, and that's what I'm looking forward to. Just something where I can just sit back and relax and enjoy. I have been playing Lies of P. Big fan of that. I do want to talk about that in another video because that game really really surprised me. I'm a big Soulsborne guy.
I would say that was more up your alley for what you enjoy.
Right. So. I'm a big Soulsborne guy, but it's easy to screw up that formula. And NeoWiz Games, They got it down. They did a very good job. So that's the unboxing. We'll do a couple close-up shots, and then they'll probably call it. All right, we're just here for some close-up shots, you know, so you guys can really see and experience the goodies. So
It's like you're right here with us.
right, exactly. You're holding it in your hands right now. So there's the controller again. It is a nice looking controller. I'm happy with it. I like darker colored controllers anyway. It's easier to hide all your finger gunk and stuff.
Are you going to be actually using this controller, or is this like a display controller for you?
This I may actually use it. I have 4 PS5 controllers already. I didn't even realize it.
Why?
Well, I mean, I have this, the God of War controller. I have a regular black one, and then I bought the DualSense controller with the toggles on the back. So,
like the what's it called one?
like the Elite.
The Elite one. I need to get an Xbox version of that eventually.
Yeah. So here's a
I
nice.
just prefer the Xbox controller in general.
Here's a nice close-up shot of the Steelbook. I really like that action shot.
That looks nice.
And then here's the background.
Just more of the cityscape behind it there.
Yep.
Not really much going on inside here. Just the
No, and it's kind of like it's one of those things. You got the Spider-Man logo. It's generic on the inside, but the outside more than makes up for it. Really nice looking. I really like the focus on Venom. I really hope this isn't some like dumb bait and switch where we barely get any Venom and it's some other stupid villain.
right.
I am really hoping they don't do that to us. And then we have the big boy himself. So here's a good look at the base. You know, he's got the claws on his feet too. I mean, it looks really...
Yeah, like I said, I like the base itself there. All that gunk down there and everything. It looks nice. It's all shiny and everything.
You know, for a primarily black statue, it's still pretty detailed. You know, it's got the broken concrete from the road or sidewalk.
It's got some texture on Venom himself there too and everything. I mean, like I said, for a statue at this price point, you have to think about. Yep. You know, I mean, this is not a $500 statue. This is not a $1,000 statue.
Right.
You know, this is but for what it is, I mean, this looks really, really nice. I like the paint that they did around his tongue and the teeth there. All the teeth look like they're really nice.
Nice and sharp.
Sharp, yeah.
I went ahead and touched a couple. They are pretty sharp. So, you got his nails here.
It's a really cool action shot. I like how they incorporated all the characters in here.
Yep, we got Miles Morales right over here. Really looking. I will say, Miles Morales' costume is pretty cool looking with the black and red.
He's about to use Thunder Shock, I believe.
Yep.
As his attack. Yeah.
Yep. His Thunderbolt attack, and then Spider-Man himself, Peter Parker. I was really worried about this webbing, but it's actually this piece here is actually pretty sturdy. I was really worried about it being, when I feel it yourself, I think it's a metal.
Oh wow! I think it is like a metal. Yeah.
So
they made that pretty. I mean, because it has to support his weight. How much does he weigh?
I mean, he doesn't weigh much himself.
He's got he's got not too much, but he's got a little bit of weight to him and mass to him. So
yeah,
they had to do something to make him. I do like kind of creative when we do the we're gonna do the Tekken 8 kind of signaling ahead for one of our next unboxings. When we do the Tekken 8 one, I'll show off the Tekken 7 statue. That's where a figure is connected to another one by his foot. That's that shot where he's flying in with a kick.
Okay.
So I like kind of creative ways like statues can be put together like that, and I like how they did this with his web coming in and kind of holding him up like that.
Yeah.
He's just hanging on by his leg here. It's a really nice statue. Like I said, even as a non-Spider-Man fan, it's impressive. It's something that would look really cool on a shelf.
I can't wait to display it. I'll display it next to the. If you want to, can you grab that one for me?
Yeah. So the much.
The much smaller here. I'll move them.
You almost wonder if they did that on purpose. Okay, we're really gonna make it night and day here.
Venom is probably one of the most iconic comic book villains, or anti-hero, as some people call him, bar none. I mean, he's really a great representation of Todd McFarlane, because he was the one who created Venom.
He's got that like that just that cool imposing look. He's kind of like Spawn,
Yeah,
like where
well,
he's just
he's the creator of Spawn.
exactly
So-
yeah. So he just has that cool look to him. It's just a good design too. I can't like go into the artistry of it and explain why, but there's something about it that just is very it's very striking. I think.
Yeah. And just do a quick close up of the 2018 Collector's Edition statue, because why not? But yeah, we'll go ahead and do a quick outro here and wrap up the night. So we'll be right back. All right, we're back from our little close-up shots here. All in all, I'm pretty happy with the Spider-Man goodies I've gotten. Really happy with this statue. A little disappointed with the price point of the Collector's Edition that I didn't get an art book. It's kind of one of those things that you tend to expect with your Collector's Edition.
It could have used a nice like hardcover art book, especially with Spider-Man. I mean, it would have been really nice to have, just something like that. You think that would have been, or even like some sort of like exclusive comic, even or something like that.
Right. That's a good idea,
as a comic book character,
Right. Yeah.
I don't know, something like that, just to kind of have that little extra on top of it. But I mean, you're really buying this collector's edition for the statue. The statue, I think, does look fantastic.
It is a great looking statue. I'm very happy with it. I'm excited to sink my teeth into the game. Something new to play, something to kind of distract me from life itself currently.
The crushing misery of
crushing misery of
right?
life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Faceplates. I'm pretty happy with them. I'm happy I got them. Incidentally, there's I forget the name of the company, but they also did their own version of faceplates. I might actually end up buying those because I think those look better.
Those look really cool too.
And they have like lighting effects on them too. So
that'd be kind of neat to have. Yeah, I mean, speaking of faceplates, I wonder how that's all going to work with like the Slim coming out now.
Well, these aren't going to work.
Yeah, they're not going to be compatible. So it's
So
maybe
I'm not
these are going to be
Slim.
kind of like a collectible, in the future, right? They're going to be kind of rare in the future.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I could always end up hawking these or, keep it. Who knows? But they still look fine. Controller looks fine. Really happy with my Steelbook. All in all, grading all this stuff, we usually do recommend, not recommend, right? So if you're a big Spider-Man fan, you're a big fan of the comic series, fan of the video games, you got the extra cash, definitely recommend getting the collector's edition. They're still available on Sony Direct.
I think it's a case where, it is steep. $230 is a lot.
Yeah.
But you have to value, okay, you're getting the game, that's like, what, $60, $70 out of it right there.
Yep.
So that already takes you down to like 160 something or whatever.
Steelbook,
at least $20. So that's another, you're down to like 140-ish or so.
Yep.
So then the DLC stuff, but a lot of that comes with the game anyway, so you don't really value that at much of anything. The statue, I could see paying at least $100 to $150 for.
Yeah.
It probably didn't cost me anywhere near that to make the statue, but it just looks really cool. I think it's very well done. I think it looks way better than its materials or costs would otherwise suggest. So
it's made in China, so I know they only use the best materials available in China.
Oh
so.
Yeah, it says made with love on the bottom there as well too. Yeah. No.
PCS. That's got to stand for something positive. I think.
Pretty crappy statue.
So anyway. Glad to have you all back. Thank you to our subscribers. If you haven't already, please give us a like and follow. Please subscribe to our content. We'll try to get back on track. Unfortunately for both of us, life kind of got in the way, kept us away. But we do intend to keep the content coming in.
And I think we never want to force a video either. I mean, we could have made like some random video, but we want to do videos about stuff we actually care about.
Yep.
We don't want to just do a video for the sake of, okay, it's that time again, we got to do the video.
Yeah.
We want to do something that actually we are passionate about, at the end of the day. But yeah, no, we're going to try to have consistent, regular content. That's kind of always been our goal here. So we'll have more stuff coming up. We have actually quite a bit coming up in the next couple of months with Game Awards. We're going to do a recap for the year. Then in 24 we have Tekken 8 coming out. I have the premium edition for that. I'll be talking about that a lot.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm personally looking forward to that.
Collector's edition there as well.
Yep.
We got.
Well, I'm not getting the collector's edition.
I got it coming.
Oh, you got it.
I have it coming. Yes.
Well, then there we go.
Not for me though. Actually, it's actually for my
for
wife.
Me.
Not for you either. No. Wife is a big Final Fantasy fan, so that's actually gonna be for her. But we'll be able to unbox it, of course, as well too, for the sake of the show.
We'll get to play with
it. She's a friend of the show. So she'll be generous enough to let us do that. So a lot of other stuff we're going to try to do as well too. So stay tuned.
By the way,
I think this is our
120th video. So,
Really?
yeah.
Really?
I think this is our 120th video. Yeah.
God, we've been cranking them out, haven't we?
So thank you for watching. You know, again, if you like this content, please subscribe, follow. Let us know in the comments. Let us know what you think of this stuff. You know, are you looking forward to Spider-Man? Are you playing it currently? What are you looking forward to? Or just let us know what you're going to be playing otherwise. If you're not playing Spider-Man, maybe Super Mario. But I am Rorschach.
And I'm Spectre.
Thank you again.